Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. The numbers for Mixon last week: 11 carries, 58 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Andy Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going deep for Eifert, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second and a yard, Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second and goal, Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now they can breathe a little. 20. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third down from the gun. Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw here, Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Rolling to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run from the pistol with Ingram. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Roberts has it. And he's got room. 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Jackson for the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the penalty, it's Mixon.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun to give to Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield, although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. He'll buy some time right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. To Mixon on the check down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Andy Dalton now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, it's Ingram, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now being chased out left. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know,
the Bengals bring pressure, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Dalton now to pass. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, buying time to his left. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So a very... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing, and keep in mind 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Ingram again, a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a game. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Carlos Dunlap able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Jackson, flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Finding Green complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Dalton bootlegs out. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw here, Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Mixon with it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will get him one closer. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Ingram, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
To throw is Jackson. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Dalton. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. And Dalton to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
Dalton here from the gun. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Passing, it's Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Throwing now is Jackson. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This one complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Dalton wants to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. All right, here's Dalton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Baltimore, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks.